The lights inside the aerobic studio went dark without warning. Music cut off mid-beat. For a split second, people assumed it was a technical issue. Then the first gunshot echoed through the room. By the time the noise stopped, 3 women were dead, 9 others were wounded, and the man responsible lay on the floor with a fatal gunshot wound to his head. The shooting took place on the evening of August 4th, 2009, inside an LA fitness center in Scott Township, Pennsylvania, a suburban area just southwest of Pittsburgh. The man behind the attack was George Alfred Sodini, a 48-year-old systems analyst who lived alone a few miles away. But what happened that night did not begin there. George Sodini was born on September 30th, 1960. As an adult, he lived by himself in a 2-bedroom ranch-style house. He worked in the finance department of a Pittsburgh law firm and, by most outward measures, lived a stable life. He had never married and had no children. In July 2009, just weeks before the shooting, he received a promotion and a raise at work. Despite this, Sodini spent years documenting a growing sense of isolation. He maintained a personal blog on a public website, writing extensively about his daily life, his frustrations and his plans. The blog entries stretched across 2008 and 2009 and revealed a fixation on one subject above all else: his inability to form a romantic relationship. He frequently wrote about being rejected by women and described feeling excluded from what he believed was a normal part of life. He counted the years since his last girlfriend, tracked how often he had been sexually active, and calculated how many women he believed had rejected him over time. Alongside these entries were repeated references to violence.
It is easy for me to hide from my emotions for one more day. Take a long drive in the car, listen to some music, daydream, or just do some mundane task around the house that really doesn't need to be done, that's not too important. And there you go, one more day, and one more day turns into one more year. Now, RDS says that I have approximately maybe 15 more years to be successful at this. And when I heard that, I wanted to continue immediately to start moving on this. I didn't realize I had that much time. So my objective is to be real and to learn to be emotional and to be able to emotionally connect with people. Because when I'm 10 to 20 years older than she is, she has to feel good about this thing. And the only way around that, is to work on this, and perhaps STEM exercises or forgiveness exercises as per Hay or whatever else. I'm going to post this and see what comes back.
Sodini was a member of the LA fitness center near his home. He worked out there regularly and blended in with other members. To most people who encountered him, he appeared socially awkward but not threatening. Some neighbors described him as reclusive, noting that he had gradually stopped interacting with them over the years. At one point he attended a local church but stopped going in 2006 after a woman expressed discomfort with the attention he was giving her. During this same period, Sodini made visible efforts to change his appearance. He exercised, adjusted his diet, and altered how he dressed. He read books about dating and attended a seminar focused on attracting women. Witnesses later described him at the seminar as quiet, tense, and unusually serious. Shortly after, in February 2008, he posted a video online. In the video, Sodini walked through his house, room by room, describing it as if it were a listing. He pointed out his television, stereo system, computer, furniture, and the fact that everything matched. He explained how impressed a woman would be by the setup. The tour ended in the basement.
This is my house from the street. Here is my car. This is a 2-bedroom brick ranch, conveniently located. My car is an '07 Altima. I paid $79,000 for this in 1996. That's considered a lot, believe it or not. Okay, we're approaching the door. Open it up. Oh, someone left it unlocked. That's not good. Inside, okay. Here's my big screen TV. 32-inch. It's my computer. Let me pan out a little bit. Computer is connected to the stereo, which I listen to my MP3s and everything else. Pan to the other side. Speakers on each side are large. They double as end tables. Okay, couch and chair, they match. The woman will really be impressed. Okay, come over here. There's some reading material that we're all familiar with. Come out here through the dining room. I just bought this. Dining room set. Rug. Okay. Little hallway. 2 bedrooms. 2 bedrooms. To the right is my bedroom. Extra computer here. They're networked. I'll show you the Cat 5 connections downstairs.
The video attracted little attention. While his attempts at dating continued, another plan was quietly taking shape. In his blog, Sodini referred to an upcoming act of violence as his exit plan. He wrote about intending to carry out a shooting at the LA Fitness Center and mentioned making preparations. At one point, he discussed drinking alcohol beforehand to increase his courage. On New Year's Eve in 2008, he wrote that lifting weights had reduced his anger. In the same entry, he stated he was still looking forward to carrying out the attack. He scheduled one attempt for January 6, 2009. The day before, he visited the gym and noted that it was crowded, something he described as favourable. The following day, he did not go through with it, later writing that he chickened out. The plan was not abandoned. On August 4, 2009, Sodini drove to the LA Fitness Center late in the morning, arriving around 11 a.m. He stayed briefly, then left. That evening he returned at approximately 7:40 p.m., left again a few minutes later and made a phone call. At 7:56 p.m. he entered the building for the third and final time. He was carrying a duffel bag containing multiple firearms: 2.9mm Glock semi-automatic pistols, a .32 caliber semi-automatic pistol, and a .45 caliber revolver. At approximately 8:15 p.m. he walked into an aerobics class. He placed the bag on the floor, shut off the lights and removed the 2.9mm pistols. He fired at least 36 rounds. 3 women were killed, 9 other people were injured. After the shooting, Sodini used the .45 caliber revolver to take his own life. The night before the attack, Sodini made his final blog entry. He wrote about practicing for the shooting and shared his views on death and the afterlife. He stated that he was not concerned about divine judgment and believed that his actions would not matter after he was gone. He noted that his writings could be published freely and that he would not be embarrassed by them. He also suggested that people might study his case in the future and learn something from it. Those words became his final public record.